My name is Kirt Graves, and what I do is a long story. My day job is that I work for an IT company in Sheboygan called AdCom Technologies. So that's what pays the bills. And then I'm also the forensics advisor at Sheboygan North High School. So that is my second job. And then in my spare time, I decided it would be a good idea to create a podcast and blog called Forensics Faces. Which I believe led people to believe that I would be a good candidate for president of the Wisconsin Forensic Coaches Association, and I said yes to that. My proudest moment by far was my very first year as the official head coach of Sheboygan North. One of my students was in the finals at CFL Nationals in extemporaneous speaking. And it wasn't even the final round that was my proudest moment. It was finally being done with my judging commitments, getting to see him in his semifinal round. He was first speaker, gave the best speech I had ever heard him give. And it was a speech very similar to ones he had given a couple times before that we had worked on. And so I felt like, okay, I actually got to have a hand in this a little bit. Those extempors by their senior year are often so independent. It's hard to take credit for anything, but we had worked on this, and so there was that little bit of feeling like, okay, I may be helped. But to see him confident and ready and funny and personable and knowledgeable, and then to watch the next 5 speakers and walk out of the room going, he just made it to finals. To just know he made it to finals. And after that, didn't matter. It was the culmination of a young kid who worked hard, who was also a giant pain in the ass. But to see that moment, that's probably my greatest accomplishment as a coach. And I think I probably have a year or two more of that in me before we have to start, cutting back on the things that I do for others. But right now I'm 28. I have the stamina, I have the energy, and I have the job that lets me do it. So I'm trying to do as much as I can while it makes sense. So I am enjoying it. And the alternative is that's a lie, and I continue to do this until those godchildren who are now 5, 4, and 3 are in high school, and they're doing forensics, and I'm just their coach. So that is an alternate reality that could very well happen.